Shifting gears, let's focus in on ABM Knowledge. The company focuses on e-governance software and solutions and e-municipality. We have Prakash Rane, who's the founder and managing director at ABM Knowledgeware, with us on the show to talk a little bit more about the growth prospects. Thanks for being with us. To start off with, given the fact that e-governance projects are competitively won through tendering profit margins, though the tendering profit margins are a bit tight, can you tell us how the nature of challenges have evolved?
See, e-governance business has a relatively longer gestation period. It deals with transformation of the government processes, so it is indeed a little slower in terms of its building a foundation. There are of course challenges because this amounts to a lot of business process re-engineering of the processes which are laid down, let's say, from the British era. So there are challenges of change management, there are challenges of IT readiness on the government side. So it is more of a paradigm shift for the government's customer. So the challenge is not technology, the challenge is the adoption of technology is what I feel. We are going through that current learning curve as far as our customers are concerned.
Right. Give us a sense on how different programs, that the government is running, whether it's the Aadhaar scheme, Skill India, Startup India, Smart City, with e-governance being a thrust area for the government, how are you sizing the market in terms of the prospects across states, centre and municipalities?
See, look at this. I mean, really speaking, there is not a consolidated figure available which can actually give you a pan-India budget. But let's look at a couple of schemes. There is a scheme which everybody knows is called as Smart City. Now, the outlay for Smart City over a period of 5 years is 100,000 crores. Or look at Digital India, which includes various infrastructure and other services. It is 113,000 crores. Or look at a scheme called as Amrut, which is meant for certain type of cities. It is 50,000 crores. Most of these figures are over a period of 5 years. There is a scheme called as Hriday for improvement of infrastructure in cities. That is approximately, it's a small scheme, around 500 crores. And there are certain projects from the earlier scheme called as Mission Mode project. And we expect at least 5,000 to 6,000 crore funding going to these projects over a period of next 5 years. So if you look at this, annual expenditure only for these schemes which I mentioned to you would be in the range of, let's say, around 20,000 crores. But this does not include only IT part. So if you be little conservative and take IT as approximately 20% of this total budget, then we are looking at around 4,000 to 5,000 crore as an annual budget available for the software services business out of the various schemes launched by government for upgradation of the urban infrastructure.
Can you just give us a sense going forward as to what are the important projects on the anvil, the upcoming tenders that you're hopeful of converting?
See, we have been working with multiple states. We currently have 4 statewide projects which are being implemented for e-municipality. We have projects for what is called as migration to a double entry accounting system on a pan-India basis. We are fighting tenders for Smart City in some of the smaller states, and it is at the bidding stage. We are also fighting tenders for another large state for upgradation of the project which we already have implemented. So we have a pipeline where we are bidding would be in the range of around 300 to 400 crore rupees, and we look forward to winning, a major chunk of it.
Very quickly, do you think that your business is at an inflection point, because that's what analysts are expecting going forward? What kind of growth and EBITDA margins can one expect through FY17 and FY18 for your business?
See, we are looking at definitely a gradual growth. As I tried to say in the beginning, this business is little different than the other business. It requires a little more gestation period. But we are almost there. We have built 2 or 3 verticals where we have quite matured offerings and matured team of our techno-functional consultants. So we are looking at growth in next 1 to 2 years time. our growth would come into the areas where we already have invested for last couple of years and built certain verticals, and our growth might come from certain areas which may or may be inorganic route, which we are examining very seriously.
Okay, lovely having you with us on the show. Thanks, Mr. Rane, for joining in and giving us a glimpse of how the business works and what the outlook is going forward.